Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup has been pretty wild so far. And now we're in the Western Conference quarterfinals. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for De'Aaron Fox.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Backcourt pairing, it'll be Irving and Russell. P.J. Washington is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Flagg in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Johnson is out there with MP. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. And here we are in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. It's the Western Conference quarterfinals.
And this should be a playoff-like atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coaches play with some matchups and even shorten their rotations.
A nice shot by Irving.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
Barnes screen on Irving. MP passes to Barnes. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. And I'm here to tell you, it's been a victory march for him. What a stretch. 23 straight wins and still counting.
Well, it's really unbelievable. I had a 10-game win streak with the Magic as a head coach, and I'm trying to imagine more than doubling that kind of a run. It's really unthinkable, the amount of consistent good fortune and effort that it takes to do something like this.
Just too easy for Vassell. Gotta run him off the line.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet could be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. You know, some interesting news I just heard about MP off the court. He and Karl Anthony Towns and Tyrese Maxey all set to have their likenesses featured in an upcoming anime.
And I believe it'll center around their lives as basketball stars. So not a huge stretch for them, but I saw the poster that was released, and I have to admit, it looks incredible.
Now here's Davis. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Pass to Washington. No good, unable to end this run.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Now here's Barnes. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Inside, here's Washington. Vassell grabs the board.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And the shot is good. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Let's take a look at Dallas. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now, the Spurs, they've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that #1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
Now, here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game, and there it is for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Irving. And Davis now top of the key. Six on the shot clock. And stolen by Wembanyama. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. From deep three-point land. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
In the corner, Irving with it. Vassell against Washington. High post, Davis. Pass to Flag. Shot clock at 5. Irving from long range. Dallas, no good that time either.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Gotta contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 19-point game. In the corner, it's Flag. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Barnes looking around. And here's Johnson outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
MP against Irving. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Now here's Davis. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far. De'Aaron Fox out there with MP. Then there's Keldon Johnson. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Good work there as it goes.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Three-pointer, Fox. It's rebounded by Dallas. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, their guys really got after it on the glass. Sometimes that's the difference maker between a win and a loss.
4 on the clock. Here's Williams. The shot, no good. Good defense by MP. Fires from deep. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Davis setting the pick for Thompson. Outside Williams. Lively a screen on MP. Thompson for 3. Connor with the rebound. Spurs leading by 22. Here's Fox. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And that one is good. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
Listen, it's a team sport. But without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
MP passes to Wembanyama. They push it up 4 on 3. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Guys?
Priorities straight. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Spurs making a switch here. Barnes is checked in, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Washington's checked in for Derek Lively. Flagg comes in for Najee Marshall. Russell, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Williams. Bounce pass Washington. Pass to Russell. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Davis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Well, Coach, we know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league.
Irving, good.
The blinding quickness of Irving. So fun watching him turn on the Jets in the open court.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. MP outside. To the middle, here's Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Wembanyama's got 8 points. Outside, Russell. Here's Flagg, covered by Vassell. And on the way from Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
It's good, and that's just his third make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
1:19 left in the first half of basketball. Barnes plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for Harrison Barnes.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Irving. 2 points. That one goes.
Almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
Barnes screen on Irving. To the inside. And that one's good. Barnes. He's got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Flagg. Now Russell. Dallas moving the ball around. And that one's good, Irving.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And so MV will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
Irving looking for an opening. Another miss by Irving. That will count. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
We all have big expectations for NP, and he's crushing it. Lets his game do the talking. You like to see that from a young player.
I don't think there's any doubt that he's going to go far in this league.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Spurs.
How about all the points coming off those bench, man? I'm telling you, when you get that kind of scoring up and down the lineup, you can write your own ticket to wins.
Yeah, complete team effort, and they're playing an entertaining style as well. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. On the floor for Dallas. Backcourt pairing, it'll be Irving and Russell. Washington out there with Flag. And it's Davis in at the center, filling out the middle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Shot clock at 2. Wembanyama, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Davis, and the rejection by Wembanyama. MP outside. The 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Greg, for Cooper Flag, both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well. Well-rounded. That's the term you saw all over Flag's scouting reports. Everyone was attracted to a guy who looks like he is capable of doing it all and doing it at an NBA level with the proper development.
Here's Flag. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And Johnson plays with a lot of power, especially close to the basket.
Here is Russell. He has yet to score. Irving with a clean look and just miss after miss right now.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Davis against Wembanyama. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And you can't let this kid, Flag, get that good a position down low. Cooper will finish that every time.
MP, good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The three from Davis. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
It's always a good sign when the three is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Davis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. And that one's good, Irving. And so MV will bring it up for the Spurs. To the paint. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Wembanyama's got 10.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
From deep Washington. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now Irving. 13 points in the game. Pass to Washington. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's flag missing. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 19-7 run. There's the 3. And that's good. MP for 3. Connor's got 18 points now here in the 2nd half.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Vassell. 3-pointer. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Well, Anthony Davis talked about the pairing with him and Kyrie Irving, and he said, quote, "Kai can do it all. There is no flaw in his game, and with me being able to play in the pocket and roll to the rim, be a lob threat, pick and pop, and handle, where he can come set a screen for me, I think we complement each other very well." Back to you guys.
Quite the tandem. Thanks a lot, Allie.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
3-pointer, Fox. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Irving drives in. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Irving's got 15.
His goal is to make an impact all over the floor. Irving can be a headache from mid-range.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Dallas shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Irving kicks to Marshall. Thompson from long range. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Harper the pass to MP. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3s? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now the Mavericks with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
A nice shot by Irving.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Harper wide open. No good on the 3. Dallas shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Step back shot. Connor with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Outside Irving. Fires for three. The shot missing. MB getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
We're not talking to each other, offensively or defensively. Let's talk.
And Coach Jason Kidd. Spurs making a switch here. MP's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Clyde comes in for Klay Thompson. And Irving subbed in for Hardy. And here's Irving. Outside, Davis. It's blocked. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Luke Cornett. Then it's MP. Then there's Harper. And it's Fox in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Clearly, MP has been well coached already on how to support a fast break play.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. Pass to Lively. Irving against MP. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Lively.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Flag. Lively the pass to Irving. Off target from three-point range. Spurs have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, the quickness from Fox will beat you if you're not careful. It's so tough staying in front of him.
Flag with it. Here's Irving over MP. Irving misses. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. P.J. Washington comes in for Derek Lively. And it's Russell in for Najee Marshall.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And in terms of ball handling, this guy is just on another level. Kyrie Irving can put it on a string and just run circles around the defense.
And he makes both free throws. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
That one falls.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And here's MP for 3. Drains the three-pointer. MP's got 50 points.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight. Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, He's got to find something easier.
Takes the three. Connects again from distance.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Well, going into a promising draft like this past, good, another from three.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Lets it go from deep. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
Answering back. Irving determined to knock them.
And again.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
I mean, right, 3 times. He's now tied for the third most 60-point games in a single campaign. And on the way from Irving for 3. And again, Dallas with the 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope.
And again for 3.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Dallas shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And yep, another basket.
And what a night, arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss.
Good, that's another bucket.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Outside Irving. And stolen by MP. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And this victory locks them in for the West semifinals of the NBA Cup tournament.
And you can tell the competition is getting fierce, right? Only 4 teams remaining on the road to winning that NBA Cup.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
A truly exceptional performance tonight here, MP. You break 70 points and your team wins the game. What's next?
Post-game treatment, rest, recovery, a little dinner, sleep. Do it all again tomorrow, same as always.
Same as always, after a legendary performance like tonight's?
It's the same as always mentality that lets me do legendary things. So never too low, never too high. It's a cliche because it's true.
Wow, incredible job, MP. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And we'll see you next time